this is the sword that I play. Now we're gonna go over all this stuff. I'm going to show you the build that I made for the sorceress. So, first of all, the energy shield sword. So the gear you will need, obviously, is a memory staff. This is a very easy thing to get, and it helps you a shitload. You don't need to find one with chilling armor or shiver armor either, for that matter. It's not gonna make enough of a difference. It's not gonna make a difference at all, really. You're not gonna notice it. And this is for putting on your energy shield, right? That's all I use it for. And to get the ES up, got the plain lightning skillers. Arachnids 1 skill. Ormus with energy shield. Then circular 3 lightning. Amulet 4 lightning skills. And 2 stone of Jordans as usual. So now when I swap, I will get a very high level energy shield. Goes up to level 35, but I haven't actually invested any skills in that, so if I took this off, I don't have it. And now I have a super high level one. I should change, there we go. Absorbs 83%. Right. So once I buff, I'll swap over to the gear, to the actual gear. Right. Now, as you can see, I can't equip this. I'll show you why. Because my strength is too low, right? I'm missing 11 strength. However, I just have a random item here with 24 strength. Put that on. I'll be able to equip this, which also have strength jewels in it, and then everything gets on. Now when I go back, at 106. Because of the strength in that, requirement for this is 106. So this is the actual gear. Lilith's Wall, 3 Sur runes, can be 2 Sur runes and a requirement hit recovery mana jewel or poison resistance jewel. That would be a really good choice instead of the 3rd Sur in this, to get the requirements down a bit on that. You could also get requirements down on this at the same time. This has 3 requirement jewels on it. So, Arcane Valor, in case you can't read. The reason for this is 2 all skills, 30 hit recovery, and physical damage taken reduces by 14 flat. That's going to be really strong when you have energy shield absorbing most of the damage, and the damage that goes on your life is going to be minuscule because you're going to remove 14 from each hit, which is, so if you're getting 20 damage through the ES, you're only going to get hit 6 now. If you're getting 13 damage through ES, nothing, well, you won't even take any damage, you won't lose any life at all. So this is a really good item for ES Sword for numerous reasons. 2 skills, there's only 3 armors with 2 skills as far as I know, and that's Chains of Honor, Enigma, and this. So, however, you need a Forsock, and you need to get requirements down by at least 45%, which means 3 requirement jewels, right? Now the jewels in here are giving me poison resistance, mana, and strength, as well as requirements. Those jewels are not that easy to find. However, you can run with Hell Rune, 3 Hell Runes, and maybe 1 Tal Rune, just to get the poison resistance, because you will need poison resistance with this build. Most likely you will. Helmet, Tiara, has some crazy jewels in it, but what you need from the Tiara is 20 cast rate and 2 to all 2 to skills, fire skills or sorceress skills. It doesn't really matter. You're not going to use any lightning or cold spell anyway. So what you put in here is 1 shale. or 2. It depends on your build. I'll get to that in a minute. Now, Mara's not the best choice. The best choice would be a FCR amulet with poison resistance and swap out Heart of the Oak for a 20 FCR rare Sorc weapon which never ever drops. So realistically this is what you would be running. Like these are pretty easy to find. That's crafted 20 FCR. Yeah, I haven't even seen with all skills this whole ladder, so yeah. Otherwise what you want to get on the amulet, if you were to get the crafted one by some stroke of luck, is 20 FCR and poison resistance and as much mana or strength as possible. That's all you need. Don't need life and all that other junk, really. It helps, but you don't really need it. Alright. SOJ, you only need one cast rate one. Actually, I have 2, but you only need 1 to do what I'm doing right now, because I'm at... oh shit, you actually need 2, my bad. Right, the belt is a crafted one. The reason for that is the 24 hit recovery gives you so much saved stats. It saves a lot of stats, that's what you have to look at it. 24 hit recovery is swapping out 2 grand charms for lifers, which is huge. So this actually gives, you know, up to 90 life, this hit recovery bonus, right? Same here, crafted boots. Looking for mana and maximum mana on this, and also poison resistance you're looking for. Yeah, run walk is also very useful, actually, because you run pretty slow with this on. Right. Frost burns, max mana, that's what you want. If you can slam. All rest if you're lucky. Poison rest is really the only rest you need. Like, poison rest is the rest that's gonna fuck you up if you don't have enough of it, right? So, charms, I have 1 hit recovery, that's only to reach 86. Now, this may change depending on what tiara you have and what jewels you put in these 2 items. But you want to reach 86 hit recovery. I like it anyway. You'll be a lot more mobile. When you go into a big pack, you won't get fucked. You know, you will actually be able to kill them. The rest of the charms are mana and life, right? And a really good part about this build is you don't need to use any hit recovery charms whatsoever. You get it all from your items. You get 86 hit recovery from your items, as long as you get the right items, right? So these are all life. Now, what else? I think I covered this. Yeah, that's it. And skill points, attributes. You can pretty much tell everything went into energy. Not a single click here. A few clicks here only to get the strength up. You all know the drill. Alright, static field 1 point, don't need to explain why. Telekinesis 20 points. You need this. 1 point, max, and max. Now, you have also max this, obviously, yeah. Immolate, Fire, Mastery, and Warmth. You want to max that, that, and that. Now, you have 2 choices now after you max these 2 skills. You either, the best would probably be to use Inflame. If you're running with the party, you should use Inflame. You shouldn't even use Hydra. You won't use Hydra that much in a multiplayer game. You'll use it against bosses and single targets mostly, I think. And maybe you run into some gnarly looking room. You'd put down a few Hydras, let them, you know, pick a few off. You know, they're actually strong as fuck. This spell is really overpowered in this game, and it's not even maxed at this point. So it only has 1 synergy. It has only warmth, right? I mean, it doesn't even have any point in Fireball, the real synergy, eh? So yeah. So you can have 4 Hydras spitting 3 Fireballs each. Each Fireball dealing 8k. I don't want to do the math. I just know it's fucking insane. Alright. Inflame. I put Inflame after Hydra. there's no reason to get stronger Hydra because you don't use it that often. But with this build you can actually kill Declone and farm maps and do everything else. You can do it everything in the game without having to respec or anything else. The only thing you need to do before you hit up Declone is to swap your helmet for something with facets in it, and that's pretty much it. You could even run a lidless with 3 facets. You could swap out the lidless with facets just for the declone kill. It works. Now for declone, sorry, for the merc, I have 2 choices that I run with for the weapon. Now the armor is different. I use shaft stop and a steel shade to get 75 IAS and the defensive stats from those. It's really nice. You don't need to do all of that. You can use a treachery and the usual shit, you know. But for the weapon you have 2 choices. You have the expensive one, which is Infi. Everybody knows what this is. Conviction Aura, right? Remove immunity in tier 4. That's really why I built it. I didn't build it for any other area in the game. It's only for tier 4s. And that's why it's on him right now, because I leveled to 99 with this guy. Now the second choice, the first choice I should say, when you start playing as sorceress and you don't have that much currency, maybe it's early ladder or whatever, this is what you get. This is what I recommend you to do, right? Because of, well, 3 reasons, right? The first reason is low resist when struck, 20% chance to cast. It's a level 12, so the area is pretty fucking big on that low resist cast. It will remove the same immunities as Infi does. And then you have the cleansing aura. See, the cleansing aura will give you a lot of life regen. And since you don't have that much life, I mean, your life is your mana, right? But your life pool will almost always be full, because the little you lose, see, this thing reduces the damage, right, on your life. Now this thing regenerates your life, so you're at full life all the time, basically, unless you just recently jumped into a massive pack, right? Now the mercenary also has the combat. It's the combat one, right? That has the other aura that also gives regen. It's not cleansing, it's meditation, I think, I'm not sure. However, so you get the double regen auras on your merc. It's really nice to start off your career with some insane HP regen and just sustain, right? See, the thing about this is you won't need to have like mana after kill or anything like that, right? All you need is warmth maxed and as much mana as possible, because mana regen is based off of your maximum mana pool, right? The only way to teleport further is to put more points here. It's the only way. Like, sure, you can get 1 more teleport off if you had an item with 10 fucking mana regen, but in reality, you're not even gonna notice it, right? So I can show how long how I can TP with this, right? It's gonna be the same as any other sword, really. It's gonna drain at the same rate as if you would have +1 on it. However, as you can tell, it's regening 200, about 90. Each regen is 90 mana, right? Now if you had Immolate maxed and you had only, let's say, 600 mana pool, you would have to drink probably. I think so anyway, because your Immolate would cost so much of your total mana that you'd run out of mana while fighting, which is terrible, right? Now, what else can I show you guys? I can show you the single target damage from Hydras. So I'll just do a quick teleport to Bale and we'll see if I can't maybe Bale is not the best idea, but the Hydras are fucking strong. Look at this shit. They actually only shoot them with 1 fucking fireball. See, they only needs to get hit by 1. Hang on here. Oh, fucking mercenary, whatever. Yeah. that's it for the that part of the Sork. Second part is the few things that I use to kill Declone with it. Right? Now I'll show you a few swap things that I use for Declone. For Declone I put this on the mercenary. This is pretty important. This is very important actually. This weapon here is very important. This is very important, and this is very important, and this is very important. And also something to give you more cast rate, because you will probably need it. You might not, but I think you will. This actually gives 20 strength, and that's the reason I have this, because that allows me to swap without using a token. I get the strength I need from this to just swap gear without fucking around too much at all, really. Now, this is what you want to have for him, at least in this patch. Might change in the future. But what happens is when he spawns, you cast lower resist, swap off to your Hoto, Heart of the Oak hand, and then you static field, and then you just go fucking ham on him with Hydra and Immolate, and he will just melt, right? This is an interesting thing though, Kelpie Snare. So for those who maybe played this game for a little while, they probably seen this before, right? So the reason behind the sockets, is for preventing his regeneration. You need to do that, right? However, the reason for this weapon is the mod called slows target by, and it's actually 75%. And that's going to slow the targets. That's going to slow the Declone's animation. When he hits, when he slaps, everything he does is going to be slow. Like when he casts his beam, it's going to be slower for him to wave his hand. The beam is still going to go at full speed, but he's going to be slower to cast it. So when you get into that room, you will most likely kill him before he gets a chance to get anything off, because he will instantly be slow by 75%, and you will just rape him, and he will probably like be able to do 1 or 2 beams max, you know, if he really goes nuts, you know. So yeah, this is a really good thing. And then I have a Griffons. That's just because there were no 3-socket circlets at the time, so I had to buy the dust, buy the bullet, and buy this and put facets in it. Facets really going to help you in Declone area a lot. And they shoot the same deal here, more facets. It's about the facets, right? And just a CTA, because why not? You're going into that area. So now this belt is for the same reason as this, 20 strength, because I have strength bugged items and shit. So when I swap to this stuff, I need to have more strength from these 2 items, with 40 each, to be able to equip the shield. Now, this armor is also for the same reason, facets, right? It has firebolt. It could be better. It could have Immolate, but seriously doesn't matter. You need only -20 fire rest. That's what you need from this shit. Alright. Treachery pre-buff for Declone. Obvious reasons. Yeah, that's about it for the Sork. Show you the Immolate damage. I haven't shown that. Just to get an idea. Because you can get higher damage than what I have, but you won't need it really. Like for tier 4s and shit, you will not need it. And solo farming, you will definitely not need it. Solo farming, you could go without fucking skillers really. You will probably one-shot everything anyway. And that's what I do. If I'm broke, I'll take off all of this and keep 3 skillers and put all of the small charm magic find here. Alright, that's what I would do if I was broke, and I would farm a little bit and swap back. And also, when you're farming solo, so let's say I filled this up with magic find, so I will only be able to do this, right, for pre-buffing, because this would just take too much time, right? Moving like a million small charms, it's not worth it, right? However, the penalty is not that bad. It's 76%. You're running a solo game. You're one-shotting everything. You're not even gonna know that you're in the shields. It sucks. You're not even gonna notice. So, you can also swap like that if you want. yeah, that's it. Cool. Hope it works for you guys.